On all my fellow Uberteers and Lifters out there, man, oh, the best at doing Uber and Lyft. Now, everyone should already know this because if you don't know, well, I'm going to tell you. Weekends are always the best for doing Uber and Lyft because, well, that's when everyone gets off. That's payday for a lot of people. So, yeah, everyone's going to have money. Everyone wants to go out finally. You've had a hard day at work, and you're just like, man, I need a break. What are we going to do? Go out. What's the best way to do it? Get an Uber or Lyft. That's a designated driver right there, 24/7. Blam. And for example, today I picked up someone coming in. Fridays are the best for airports because that's when a lot of business people are coming back in town. So I went to the airport, made me some money today. It was nice. I got a trip there from home, thankfully, about 2-3 miles out, and yeah, it was a $40 trip there. He tipped me $40. I waited around because I saw on my app that, well, flights were coming in. So when the flights are coming in, I'll go ahead and I'll wait a little bit. And it said I was like, 10, 11 in the queue. So I was like, yeah, why not? And, picked up a guy coming back. It was like a $30 ride, you know what I mean? But he still tipped me $40. So $80 and $70 on the app. That's a great way to start the weekend. Now, on the weekends, I would say definitely Friday if you're going to start, because a lot of people do this part-time. I'm mainly one of those. So Fridays, you want to start either a little bit before the afternoon rush, or you can start after, depending on what you like to deal with traffic or not, which, of course, I'm sure a lot of people don't. But if you do, you want to go ahead and start about 4 or 5 p.m. when everyone's getting out of work, get all those people home. Then you can turn around. If you want to take a break at all, because if you think you're going to do the night shift, go ahead and start, like I said, start at 4 or 5 p.m. and then end at like 8, 9 o'clock. Then go ahead and wait till 11, and then 11 from 11 to like 3, 4 in the morning, whatever time you want to stop, depending on what your market offers, because you could have, the strip clubs, bars, and everything out there. So you want to make sure you're going to be hitting up all those spots. And, of course, if you know your market, you'll know when to be there before any type of surge is happening. So, yeah. Saturdays, you got the walk of shame people in the morning. Same with Sunday mornings. So those can start anywhere from 5, 6 in the morning to about 9, and then sometimes take a break, and then I'd start back up again between 1 and 2, and then just go on for the rest of the night. But it just depends. If you're day shift, night shift, things might change. But on the weekends, no matter what, it's the best time to make money. And like I said, depending on your market, if you have a college market or anything like that, then you will know on your actual times. But hands down, the weekends is when everyone's going to be out there. Yes, a lot of people try to say there's a lot of drivers that are out too, but let's face it, the more drivers that are out, if they start getting less pings and everything, they're going to go ahead and want to cut off and, go out and party themselves. So, yeah, knowing your market is the best way to get around that. Sunday, I also think is one of the greatest days. A lot of people are going to church, so you'll have the morning shift of picking them up, taking them to church, picking them up. And there's also, like mass in the afternoon, so people like to do that. But the weekends, or no matter what, are going to always be hands down the best because that's when everyone's off. Everyone wants to do something. That's family time for a lot of people. And, yeah, you got to make sure you get that family time in. But I like to go out there and work, and I'm going to be working this weekend. Got to set a goal for yourself. Stick to that goal. Execute. Bam. Make that money. A lot of part-timers, you should be able to make at least $500 in a weekend, a good weekend. And that can be anywhere from 20 to 30 hours. So it just depends on how much you actually want to put into this and, actually drive. A lot of people enjoy this. I enjoy it. Get to have fun, meet new people. I definitely suggest if all you do is the weekend, please go ahead. Like, I got to get my car seats out. I got to clean the vehicle. Make sure everything looks at least really nice and clean so that we don't want to get dinged for any, BS, because a lot of people will try to say anything they can nowadays to get a free ride. So always prepare for that. Puke bags, puke buckets, because even if you do day shift, night shift, doesn't matter. You don't know when your people that you picked up, you don't know what they've been doing all night. Yeah, it could have been getting wasted, could have been a wedding, birthday party. You just never know. So always be prepared in that aspect. Some people even have like seat covers and stuff like that. That's always good and recommended. The rubber floor mats, those are nice. So if anybody does puke and it goes everywhere, those are easy to clean up. So knowing all that right there, it should just set you off. And all you have to do is just figure out your system. So if you figure out the system, then the weekends, like I said, are the best. They will always be the best, no matter what. Let's take some questions. What we got here? What's up there? Stuff Weekend Vlogs. We were in a ride and somebody canceled on my dad. Oh man, you guys were in the ride and someone canceled? The driver canceled on you? That's kind of wicked. Now, if you guys were driving somebody and they canceled, that I can understand that. If a rider cancels, sadly that happens all the time. People have to watch out for that. In that case, you go ahead and, some people like to say you can complete the ride and Uber reimburse you. Well, technically, if they canceled the ride, you're no longer in trip, you're no longer covered under insurance. So I pull right over and say either re-request me or, you got to get out. You got to go. I don't give free rides. And I have actually had it where Uber did not pay me back. So, yeah, I don't do that no more. Ever, ever. The only thing it's illegal for you to do if you're going to pull out or pull over and let them out, you can't do it on the interstate. That's it. Get off the on-ramp, go to whatever next building, anything, but you just can't do it on the interstate, on-ramps, and you can kick them out. It's plain and simple. And most of the time, if someone does cancel on you, it's not really worth having them re-request you because odds are they're going to, one-star you, report you for some BS, and try to get you in trouble. So they knew what they were doing when they actually canceled the trip. So I don't ever want to hear anybody try to act like, oh, I accidentally did that. No, you have to freaking click. It's not all simple like that. So don't let anybody ever just be like, oh, I'm sorry. No. And you got people that are passed out, you got to be careful with touching them. Because even if you have a dash cam, you know what I mean? Men, women, it doesn't matter. They won't wake the fuck up after so long. Sometimes you got to call the cops. I hate the cops, dealing with them. I wouldn't want to have to deal with them. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And hey, you never know. Sometimes you might save their life. If they're too drunk, passed out. They could have alcohol poisoning. You just never know. I do recommend, like if it's a house, I've even walked up to people's door and tried to knock to see if there were, anybody's there to come get them out because I wasn't touching it. You ain't getting me. But besides all that, when everything goes great in your way, weekends are just the best to do Uber and Lyft. No matter what. Everyone's going to go out. Everybody's going to need a ride. At least all the smart ones, at least. Because there are a lot of people that still won't take Uber and Lyft. But, yeah. And, of course, that's when we know the cops are out a lot more, too. So watch what you're doing. Make sure you ain't doing something stupid. Don't take more passengers than your vehicle can hold. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody's buckled because you will get that ticket. You will be paying for it. So please, I don't want anybody to have that happen because no Uber and Lyft will not reimburse you for any tickets like that. And then the crappy part is you might also get deactivated if they do the next background check and they have you on there. You had a moving violation or anything like that. Yeah. And then you can kiss it all goodbye. And you won't have to worry about the weekends being the best or not. So, yeah. Everyone's just got to be careful out there. But that's basically about it. So please be careful. Always be observant of everything. You can still refuse any ride you don't want, except if it's the service animals. So people are too drunk, they don't want to listen to you, cancel that shit. Don't take a chance. But other than that, the money is out there to be made because people want to go places. No matter what, there's always going to be people that want to go places. Just make sure you're professional, courteous. You do your thing, but you still don't take shit from nobody. Well, all right, everybody. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Wish me luck. I wish you guys the best of luck. Stay safe out there. Like I said, study your map. Know where to go, when to go. That's the main part of all this. So, yeah, I'll end that with stay safe, like, comment, subscribe. Uber and Lyft on and get that money. Peace out.